Welcome to Signal to Alpha, your essential market briefing. I'm Lady Muriel, cutting through the noise to deliver what moves markets today. Let's get you your alpha before the opening bell. Here's what's moving markets this morning. The Coast Guard just seized over 4,500 pounds of cocaine worth $34 million off Ecuador's coast. Oil prices are posting their worst weekly drop since 2022 as U.S Iran talks loom this weekend. A top strategist at Nuveen warns that investors are dangerously underpricing Iran war risks while markets rally. Plus, artificial intelligence promises productivity gains, but companies may face a painful transition first. Let's start with the Coast Guard operation that unfolded on Easter Sunday. The cutter Escanaba intercepted a suspected narco-terrorist vessel off Manta, Ecuador, recovering over 4,500 pounds of cocaine valued at roughly $34 million. This is part of Operation Pacific Viper, which has now seized over 215,000 pounds of cocaine since launching in August 2025. Now to energy markets, where Brent crude is facing its worst weekly decline since 2022. Brent closed down at $95.75 per barrel, with West Texas Intermediate flat at $97.92. Despite a ceasefire agreement announced Tuesday, Iran continues blocking oil traffic through the Strait of Hormuz. Roughly 3,200 vessels remain backed up. President Trump warned yesterday that Iran is doing a poor job allowing oil through. U.S Iran talks are scheduled for Saturday in Pakistan, but shipping companies remain hesitant due to potential mines, missile risks, and elevated insurance premiums. This brings us to portfolio positioning. Laura Cooper, global investment strategist at Nuveen Asset Management overseeing $1.4 trillion in assets, warns that markets are dangerously complacent about Iran war risks. Investors are pricing in a base case of partial conflict resolution, but Cooper says further attacks on Gulf infrastructure or regional escalation remain significantly underpriced. She's calling big tech and emerging markets essential portfolio components now that global chaos has become a permanent market feature. On the technology front, a federal appeals court rejected AI company Anthropic's bid to block the Pentagon from blacklisting its technology. The dispute began when Anthropic refused the Pentagon's request for unrestricted use of its technology, drawing red lines against domestic surveillance and lethal autonomous weapons. Meanwhile, an opinion piece in MarketWatch argues that AI will boost productivity eventually, but first it will drag the economy down. Companies will face a painful transformation period before realizing efficiency gains like the double-digit margin improvements McKinsey forecasts. Finally, DoorDash released data showing inflation cooling in several categories, but with dramatic regional variations. Breakfast basics fell 22.3% due to declining egg prices, but the cheeseburger index rose 3.7% nationally to 1835, with massive variation. 1247 in Lincoln, Nebraska versus 2696 in Anchorage, Alaska. As we head into midterms, these local price differences matter more than national averages. That's your signal to alpha for today. Subscribe for tomorrow's essential market briefing. Trade smart, stay informed. Check us out at capitalcopilot.io.